Hey guys, Mixed Media Girl here. In this video, I am doing a beautiful blue planter. I'm using all Mixed Media Girl pouring paints and I'm doing just a variety of blues. So I started off with some white and then I'm using some powder blue. I'm using a little bit of Malibu Sky, which is a beautiful metallic blue. And then I'm going to be using turquoise, Pacific blue, deep sea, and a little bit of royal purple. And I'm just going to layer these over and over until my cup is full. This is actually a custom piece for somebody who requested blues specifically. Now I'm going to clean off the planter with some 91% isopropyl alcohol. You could just use water, but I think this is best to get rid of any dust, dirt, fingerprints, etc. You want the paint to adhere as much as humanly possible. The last time I did one of these, I did sand it first. This time I did not do that. I don't think it made any difference the last time. So this time I just cleaned it as I would a vase. I started off with a little bit of the white paint directly on the planter, and that's mainly to ensure that I get enough coverage or I have enough paint to cover this 14 by 14 inch canvas, but also I think it'll just help the paint to flow. And now for the fun part, adding our colors. So you can really pour this however you would like, but I typically just go in kind of a circular fashion around the planter. This does have many sides, so it's a little bit harder to get it covered, but just pour very slowly. You're not pouring for design right now, you're just pouring for coverage. Just try to make sure you get all of the sides covered. Once I do my initial pour, I just kind of walk around it and do a little more kind of spot pouring to make sure that I get every single part of the planter covered. Once you've got full coverage, you can be a little more deliberate with your pouring and pour for the design that you would like. So at this stage, I go a little more slow. I'm a little more careful with it. And I want to make sure that the colors that I want on the planter are the ones that I end up with. And this is one of the reasons why I just make sure to really concentrate when I'm filling my cup on the colors that I put in there first, because those are going to be the ones that come out on your planter. If for any reason you're unhappy with it after you're done pouring your cup out, you can always add more. You could go in there with one color at a time, or you can even fill your cup up again and just add more paint. Totally up to you. But finish your first pour first and make sure it is in fact what you want. And if not, feel free to keep going. Let it drip down for a good 5 to 10 minutes or so to ensure that you are in fact happy with your design, and also so that as much of the paint goes onto the canvas as possible, as opposed to just dripping off on your table. Now this planter has a hole in it, which made it very easy to lift on and off. If you're doing a planter or a vase or something like that that doesn't have a hole, then make sure that you raise it up beforehand on something so that you can move it off of the canvas. And I just used a spray paint can to hold my planter after I took it off of the canvas. And it's just going to continue to drip there until it's dry. And now for the canvas. I like to press down on the middle a little bit to at least mostly fill it in. And then you can tilt whichever way you'd like. So I'm going mostly towards a corner and then back to the middle, then towards a corner, then back to the middle. And this will help me to maintain my design as much as possible. I love the designs that you get from pouring over something like a vase or a planter. It gives you a very different look than you'll get doing any other acrylic pour technique. All right, there we have our canvas. It is beautiful. This is such a fantastic 2-for-1 project. Super easy to do. So let the canvas dry and you can seal it however you would like. I usually use Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear enamel spray. You can use any kind of varnish. You can use whatever you'd like. The planter, however, I prefer to seal with something a little more durable, especially since it's going to have water in and around it. So I used resin to seal mine. There's definitely other things you can use to seal it, but that's my preference. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like this project. Feel free to give it a try yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.